I think if I just had just the direct instruction or reading a textbook of what me as a teacher should be doing when teaching literacy, I think I may have been stuck when I got into a real classroom and things didn't go directly as the textbook said.
So for me, just the opportunity to practice has been really powerful for me because when you're actually doing it, you're able to see what am I doing right, what am I doing wrong.
I definitely think that being able to practice has improved my instructional skills because I'm able to be at a point where I can just kind of like focus on the student. So I'm able to do like more one-on-one, like helping her while she's going through her readings.
And you kind of get an idea of that not every single thing works the same way for every child. So it kind of gives you that real life improvising where you're like, oh gosh, this did not work at all. What do I have to do to get them where they need to be? And I think a lot of times if you just read textbooks or you just listen to lectures, you'll never learn that.
While I don't get to teach 30 students at a time like you would in a row class, you're able to get that practice of what's it like working with a student who knows everything you talk about and you need to push to excel higher, and a student who needs some help and needs scaffolding and you need to help build them to where they are.
Recognizing what they need, being able to implement it, and not just working with some typed out child's summary, but actually a child who is changing with us. That's been really beneficial. I'd say the hardest part was just walking in not knowing much about the child besides, needs help on consonant vowel consonants, and she's a level A in first grade.
I definitely think that having the theory and then also like the practicum experience of it helps build those connections because it's definitely one thing to read a book about like this is how you should teach these things, but then actually being able to do them and seeing like, oh, that's a lot harder than it seemed in the story, or like, oh, okay, like that's pretty straightforward and simple, and I think that's helped a lot.